What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the best podcast. We're here, we talk about the best stuff around. Now, this is going to be tough, coming off from the week where we analyzed LeBron James, but today I have something special for you guys. We have an in-depth analysis of the rapper, artist, and just influence all around, MF Doom. Now, some of you may know of MF Doom because he's had a recent spike in popularity again, but if not, let me remind you who this guy is. Daniel Dumoulin, also known as his stage name MF Doom, was a rapper in the early 2000s and late 90s where he made classic albums such as Operation Doomsday and Mad Villainy. Now, a lot of you might know of MF Doom, but you might not know where he came from. He was actually born in London in 1971, but at a very young age he moved to Long Island, New York. Now, around this age, and around third grade, he started going around doing music things like DJing and making mixtapes. But because of his collection of comic books, this earned him the nickname Doom. When Doom got a little older, him and his younger brother, DJ Sabronic, formed the hip-hop group KMD, where them and a couple other artists were making music. But just before release of KMD's second album, his brother, Sabronic, was struck by a car and killed while crossing the expressway. After his brother's death, Doom continued to work on the album alone, but it never ended up releasing due to controversial cover art and just overall the incompleteness of the album. After his brother's death, Doom took a hiatus from hip-hop for a while, for about 3 years until 1997. In 1997, Doom began to start freestyling incognito at open mic events around Manhattan. He was usually seen with the mask similar to the Marvel Comics supervillain Dr. Doom, which is where he got his identity, MF Doom. MF standing for Metal Face. Now in 1999, he dropped his debut album as MF Doom, Operation Doomsday. This album was revolutionary for the time because of its use of sampling old Marvel cartoons and spinning them into a song, which would later be one of the most iconic things that he's done in his career. Now, after this, Doom didn't take a break from music, but he stopped releasing under the MF Doom name. He went on in 2003 to release 3 other albums. The first album is Take Me to Your Leader under his alias King Godra. This album was praised for being very cinematic and storytelling compared to the rest of his albums. Later in 2003, he released another album under Victor Vaughn called Vaudeville Villain. Victor Vaughn being another play on Dr. Doom's name. With both of these albums being successful, but not commercially successful, that all turned around in 2004 with the album Mad Villainy. For this record, MF Doom teamed up with producer Madlib to create and co-produce this album. As soon as this album came up, it was an instant classic and commercial success and has been known as MF Doom's best project to date. Now after this, MF Doom made many more albums like Food, which is still a classic to this day, but after this, his influence kind of dwindled down. His music still being good, but it just lacked what he had in the beginning. But even though he fell off, his influence most certainly did not. His music went on to inspire big stars like The Weeknd and Tyler, the Creator. MF Doom also changed the fundamentals of rap. Whereas it started with catchy hooks and catchy choruses, he changed it into a world of wordplay and rhymes. But not many people know that he's the reason that this happened. Many people still don't know who he is and how he changed music to this day. But sadly, that's where his influence ends and where his legacy begins, because he died in 2020 from a bad reaction to blood pressure medication. But even though he is gone, his legacy will live on forever as the man who redefined rap music. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you next week. Yo, MF Doom, what's up, yo? Rat snitches, telling on their business, walk in the court and be their own style witness. Do you see the perpetrator? Yeah, he's right here. Mess around, get the... shoot, where the music go?